Hi, it's Simon Lovell here, the Modern Spiritual Man, and I wanted to touch on a topic today which I think is really important, which is asking for help and the dangers of not asking for help. And so maybe you're someone that you want to grow, right? You want to better yourself, you want to improve, but you really struggle with actually speaking up, right? And allowing that voice to come out, which is like, can you help me? Or, could you support me on my journey? Or there's something that I need, right? That's a big challenge for a lot of people. Now, why is it that some people are okay with asking for help and other people really struggle with that? Well, things like past trauma, right? Oftentimes when we're young, we're shut down and we become really strong. And when we do that, we want it, to go a certain way. And so we create a lot of rules and we become tough and we create this shell around us. And the trouble with that is that it doesn't open up possibility, right? Also, we don't give someone also the gift of being able to help. And we create a lot of stories in the fact that everyone is the same way, right? Because I didn't get this and because I needed to do that on my own, then no one can support me and I should do this on my own to prove to others, right? And that can be really destructive, especially if you do have this desire to improve and to ascend and to grow spiritually, emotionally, and in multiple areas, right? One of the things, that I see a lot, you go to events or you go into, different programs or whatever it is, and there's some people who continuously put their hand up and they want to get clear around something and they want to get clarity. And that's something that I want to touch on, which I think is really important, which is when we don't ask for help, when we don't raise our hands, sometimes we don't get clarity, right? Yes, we can go internally and try and get the answers ourselves, but we need to remember that there are people out there who have been at a different stage in their journey. They've found the solutions, they've overcome the challenges, and actually being willing to say, do you know what? I need help, or could you help me with this simple task, right? It allows us to move forward quicker. And one exercise that I think would be really powerful for anyone to do is to look at two scenarios, right? Let's look at the first scenario when you don't ask for help, all right? And how did that work for you or not work for you, right? So you've got this one scenario, okay? So maybe you've had a conflict with your partner, or maybe there's something that hasn't happened in your life and you want it to happen a bit quicker. So look at the scenario of you running that pattern of not asking for help. And then I want to pose this question. What if you asked for help? And what if it went okay? What if the reaction was not how you expected it to be? What if you didn't get rejection when you thought that there would be rejection, right? What is the statement or what is the fear associated with not asking for help? What is the emotion that you think that you might feel, all right, from asking for help? What if the scenario is completely different? What if in asking for help, and even if someone said that they couldn't, you could be okay with that? Or you asked for help and because of that, you suddenly got into a massive new momentum and you started to open new doors and new possibilities and amazing new things started to happen because you didn't create the worst case scenario in your head and you actually created a positive scenario. You created, all right, and you ran through in your mind a scenario and you created a mental picture and a mental movie of that thing actually working out really well, right? I know that it's tough sometimes to bring down those walls and to bring down our guide and to become vulnerable, right? But the other thing I really want to talk about, which is having power within that, because we create the illusion that that is weakness. Understand that your ability to ask for help, your ability to say, do you know what, help me, all right? Can you support me in this journey, all right? Whether that's through coaches or mentors or friends or an individual that, maybe you just passed by, right? And you're in this difficult situation. People are kind. People are nice. There are so many people in this world, I want you to know, that do want the best for you, that do care and have reached a place in their spiritual and their consciousness journey where they don't have an ulterior motive, all right? And so we need to expand our thinking to understand that everyone is at a different level of consciousness. And maybe what you've suffered in your past, we're labeling everybody with the same habits, the same thought patterns, and the same attitude. I just want you to know that you can be safe in asking for help, and a radical different scenario could come into your life because of that. This is Simon Lovo. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the bell, comment below if this video has supported you, and subscribe to the channel. Also head to modernspiritualman.com. I'll see you very soon.